television saying the United States of America is totally supervising all financial transactions. Your US Treasury is supervising all financial transactions in Iraq, and the US Treasury is aware of all the money and where it goes in Iraq. Frank, that is the beauty of your security and stability where it's at right now. In my strong opinion, they are aware of the new exchange rate. If not, they would not be this heavily involved right now. After a stalemate of several weeks, Parliament plans a Saturday session. Even though it is Ramadan, they are having a session. Remember, the rates at the redemption centers will be higher than those at the banks. The only exception that I've heard of on that has been the Vietnamese dong. The dong rate at the redemption center yesterday was the same as it was in the banks. That's the exception for the rule. The dinar is going to be much higher at the redemption center, because they're going to offer us a contract rate on the dinar. What we're doing is crossing our fingers and hoping Iraq changes the exchange rate while the 3 zeros are still on the currency. If they remove those zeros, those millions of dollars you thought you were going get, you're not going to get. If we can get Iran to start working with Sudani, you see, it's not that Iran has to do things, Iran doesn't have to do things that Trump wants them to do. Trump doesn't need Iran. What it is Iran has to spot the things that they are doing. That's what Trump wants of Iran. Security and stability is demanded of the monetary reform. Kurdistan oil and Iranian gas. America puts Iraq in front of two options, either implementing orders or sanctions. The dinar, do I still think it's coming down the road? Yes, as far as I know right now. But there is too much going on with Syria and that whole thing. We don't know where it's going to go, or is the United States going to attack ISIS again? Iran is being threatened by Israel and the United States. So there's a lot going on. There's no information to simply say one side or the other. Having said that, has Iraq's financial goals changed? Has what they said they want to do with the Iraqi dinar changed? It's just how are they going to participate to be part of the global markets the best way they can? Question: assuming this digital dinar happens, will we need to turn in our currency and allow it to be converted to digital? If so, where will it be held? At some point, you may have to get a dinar-denominated account through some market maker or ECN. Then of course, you could watch the dinar rise or sell it when you want to cash out. But all of that is yet to be determined. No need to get ahead of ourselves. Question: any bond or RV news today, Mark? Marks, there are many stories of people who have been processing throughout the week. They are being told they plan to have them all done by the 17th or 18th of March. So emo we can go at any time between now and then. I do have somebody who expects to keep their appointment to change their currency late this afternoon. I think they may be premature. It may be a banker who was optimistic and set the appointment. They have not yet cancelled it. It would make my day if they got to exchange. Even if the bank jumped the gun. The digital currency will never replace the IQD, and there is no need to worry, as they are two different animals for two entirely different uses. Fintech is happening whether people like it or not, and it's happening very fast. Question: how much time would they give to exchange the dinar? 6 months to a year. Or maybe forever, the same thing like the American dollar. We still got a $1,000 note that's legal tender. They're not going to be just using the dollar anymore, they're going to be using dinar in the future. That's big. They're not internationally accepted on the Forex around the world just yet. Once they are, this dinar story is going to change. How the Development Road project will automatically help Iraq increase the value of its currency. When other countries need to buy Iraq's international transport service, hopefully they must pay for these services using the IQD. The more IQD they purchase, the more the value of the currency goes up. This is the economic point that Iraq is headed for. The new rate more than likely will not be 1-to-1, but what if it gets to 25 cents to $1? Many of us, who hold 1 million IQD, will be in line to receive $250,000. That's if and when we are allowed to exchange our IQD. Analysis detailing the reasons for the fluctuations in the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar against the dollar over 21 years. Supply and demand were the most influential. December was the month with the most frequent increase in the value of the dinar, followed by August and June with increases in the value of the dinar against the dollar in 11 years, then April 10th times. The analysis concluded that the seasonal effect remains one of the main elements in determining the exchange rate trends in Iraq, as a recurring pattern appears at the end of the year and the beginning of the fiscal year. The Parliamentary Oil and Gas Committee revealed, on Friday, that there is a delay in the work of the Ukrainian company operating the Akaz gas field, suggesting that the Iraqi government may issue a final warning to withdraw work from it. The committee's spokesman, Ali Shaddad, said in a statement to Shafaq news agency, the Akaz field is considered one of the most important gas fields in Iraq, due to its high efficiency and the purity of its gas, in addition to its large production capacity estimated at 5 million cubic meters. He explained that the field had been transferred to a Turkish company after the fall of the previous regime, but it withdrew after ISIS entered and the contract with it was cancelled. Shaddad added, the Ministry of Oil contracted with a Ukrainian company to operate the field in 2024, amid external pressures, noting that the company's evaluation was good and that it provided a financial guarantee worth $50 million in the event of non-operation, and it also shares in operating the field with the North Oil and Basra companies. Shaddad pointed out that the committee received information indicating that the company was delaying its work, as it has been issued 2 official warnings so far, adding that the company visited the field only twice, and claimed that on one of the visits it was prevented from reaching the field by unknown armed groups, which was denied by the Central Oil Company. He continued, the Ministry of Oil will issue a final warning to the Ukrainian company, with the possibility of withdrawing the contract from it if the situation continues as it is, noting that the committee hosted the Minister of Oil on the basis of the company's ownership, especially after the spread of information on social media sites linking it to the owner of a barbershop and questioning its financial capabilities. He also stated that the Minister of Oil confirmed, during his hosting by the committee, that the company's official documents are sound and without any doubt, and that it has the financial capabilities and experience necessary for similar projects, calling on the parties promoting these allegations to provide official evidence. Shaddad concluded his speech by pointing out that Iraq suffers from the phenomenon of new and emergency companies, which obtain projects in unclear ways, which leads to delaying the implementation of vital projects.